Bueno, ahora nos acompaña Adam Sieminski, él es el encargado del área de información de energía de los Estados Unidos, de este departamento de administración. Mr. Sieminski, thank you very much for staying with us.
Gracias.
We just saw your intervention, and we want to talk about the big challenge, or the bigger challenges that are facing Latin America right now, talking about energy and all the new technologies.
Well, there's two really big challenges. The below ground ones of geology for energy, oil and gas, and the above ground challenges associated with government and regulatory situations. Just as an example, the Energy Information Administration recently upgraded our long-term forecasts of oil production from Mexico because we're now taking into account the energy reform that's making its way through the government in Mexico. And rather than oil production continuing to fall towards 2 million barrels a day over the long term, we now see production in Mexico surpassing 3 million barrels a day. So this is a big, big turnaround for Mexico. In the shale oil and shale gas area, we know that there are significant resources in Argentina, in Brazil, in Colombia, and in Mexico, but the ability to develop those resources depends on many factors, including the access to the technology and capital required. So it's a continuing story.
From your point of view, what should do the Latin American governments to promote this development of energy and other resources?
Well, a report that EIA found that we did on liquid fuels in the Americas, so we included what was happening in Canada, the United States, and Mexico in addition to the rest of the Americas. What we found was that the openness of governments to allowing private capital to come in and help with development made a big difference to the production outlook. Of course, the Energy Information Administration is not a policy organization, so my advice is we just do data, and we do some analysis of the trends that are developing. What governments need to do is really up to the countries themselves.
Is Latin America doing its work well compared with the global market?
Well, it's mixed. Some countries obviously are doing better than others. That seems to be the case around the world. The interesting issues around the outlook for energy around the world involve trying to understand the best ways to promote economic growth, and then looking at that, finding ways to develop energy resources in a safe and responsible manner.
And finally, what is the importance from your point of view of this space of analysis created by CAF, especially about energy and new resources?
Well, the Energy Information Administration believes that transparency and understanding data and how analyses are done is very important. And it's meetings like today's where views can be shared and best practices can be thought about and traded is very important. So what CAF is doing is indeed helping, I think, to promote the responsible development of energy and economy.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Yeah.
Bien, y continuamos ahora con más de esta conferencia CAF 2014 en su versión número 18.